very quickly. The fall appointed times are literally in reaching distance. I don't know if anyone's noticed. These are the dates on the Gregorian days that we've pinpointed to. We will be having ministering to the King on Sunday, the 13th of September for Yom Teruah, and as well on the 22nd of September for Yom Kippurim. So just pop these in your diary. It will be at the usual time that we meet, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So yeah, and then onwards to Sukkot and the last great day, which again, we are at Lake of the Ozarks this year, if you didn't already know, at Encounter Cove. Now, the door is closing. The door is closing, and the final closing day is the 24th of this month. We are currently the 22nd. So tomorrow is literally the last day that you can do, that you can come and register and book your accommodations. I've been told that there are only 3 lodge rooms and 3 family dorms left. And that's it. That's it. 3 lodge rooms and 3 family dorms. The door is almost shut. There's a crack of light peering through into the wedding feast. Now is the time that if you have been sat on the fence, or maybe you're actually new to the community and you haven't had a chance, in the weekly newsletter is the registration form, so that you can register, receive the accommodation link, and then book. And so again, 24th is the last day. And the reason we literally won't be able to take any more afterwards, because this is when we have certain contractual obligations to the venue. We have to give them numbers. We have to give them who's going, meal plan numbers. And so there's certain things that we can and can't do. And plus, the lead up to the fall appointed times is busy, especially for those serving, not just Curtis and I and our brides, but everybody else that serves in the community. And so the door will be shut. The door will be shut, and we're literally not going to be able to wiggle out of this one because we can't ourselves either. So again, there's 3 lodge rooms and 3 family dorms. The lodge rooms have 5 or 6 beds over bunks, and the lodge rooms have 5 bunks, meaning 10 sleeping spaces and 2 bathrooms, in case you were wondering. But yeah, the wedding feast door will close on the 24th. Activities. There are activities. Again, book these by the 24th. Tracy is our point of contact for the activities. And so again, there's paintballing, which is a separate activity. And then there is a tri-pass, which is basically like things like the high rope course, the zip lines, the challenge course, the cave exploring. But we need to know the numbers so that the venue host can staff it appropriately, because they've got certain things they need to have in place for insurance purposes. And so again, do get these in, because once the numbers are set, we're not going to be able to wiggle the numbers, because it's to do with they have to have so many staff per amount of people. Just
on that, Michael, that's quite an important one, because people will often double guess and think, oh, well, I want to be a part of something, but these really are through the hosts, the activities and things like that. So if you've not thought about it or booked it as a family, you won't be just showing up at Sukkot going, oh, we feel like doing it now, and so on. So just be aware of that, because there is just a lot associated with some of the activities that are there. So really have a rethink of that if you want to enjoy what's available to us, because we're at an incredible venue this year, and it provides lots of opportunity, with all that sort of thing. So that's very, very, very important that you really consider that as a part of it. I think you reversed the dorms, the family dorms versus the large rooms, Mike, on your description of them. It's the family dorms that have the 10 sort of bunk beds and the two bathrooms
Isn't
that
that
allow.
what I said?
No, I think you reversed it, unless I just was hearing it wonky. But it doesn't matter. There's only a few of both,
Yeah.
depending on what your needs are. Um, so yeah, yeah. But as Michael said, this is it, last chance. I noticed some people are putting the links and sort of late to knowing that we're having Sukkot. You still have a chance to get in there, but it's in the newsletter, everything that you need to know. And just go back to that. But accommodation is booked directly with Encounter. So you need to contact them, the accommodation end and the meal plans and activity numbers and things like that. We need to know directly. And if you require the shuttle out of St. Louis. So really, you got tomorrow and by end of day Monday to get there. But it's not too late. It's you can get in there and do that, but as long as by the end of Monday we're able to then go back and deal with Encounter Cove for the final numbers and things like that. So if you haven't yet, the gate's not shut. Get in there, but yeah, we've pretty much that's it. There's just not a lot available now, and we're all looking forward to it.
I'm actually amazed that we've pretty much maxed out the venue as well. That's
Yeah, they didn't think we would, but
and just so people are aware, we've actually got people coming in from that are staying outside the venue and then coming in as day visitors. So we've actually, in some theory, we've surpassed what they're able to do. But yeah, the door's closing. Now's the time to get moving and grooving. Speaking of Sukkot, we've allocated 2 days around the weekly and high Sabbaths, where there's going to be a marketplace for anyone that wishes to sell, their biblical trinkets or whatever they're actually. We've got a lot of talented people in the community, and so we've got 2 designated market days. There are limited tables available, and so. Because this is going to be in the main auditorium. So this is why we're asking, if you wish to sell some of your wares, contact the River Branch team on the contact us page on the website with product photos, and see if there's any limited tables available. I know we've already had quite a good turnout on this. Quite a few people have signed up to sell their wares. There's going to be some really neat stuff actually available. I will say this means you probably want to bring some cash, okay? Because the people there that are going to be bringing their stuff, I doubt any of them will be holding card machines, okay? So just be aware, if you plan to be buying and supporting some of the local artisans in the community, bring some cash to make life easier. Yes.
That's a good point. The other thing too, and this is a real reminder, we'll be sending out the welcome pack shortly, which will give all your details. Please read through this very carefully. So when it comes out this coming week, print it off, take a copy, make sure you go through it. One of the things that I want to highlight is that at the facility, you will be required to have your lanyard on at all times. If you don't, you will be sent back. And there won't be any ifs, ands, or buts about that. It links into the security staff on site and also our internal security and things like that. So that's just a big thing. If you have children over, is it 4 years old? I think
I don't
5
know.
and up. So the lanyards are just going to be a part of your clothing for Sukkot this year. Think of it like CCO, except this is a River Branch Sukkot addition to the CCO and hang around your neck. So there won't be anything. So if you're walking around with that and whatnot, or you've gone to the auditorium or things like that, heads up, because you will be sent back to go get it. So real discipline there required on the community for the Encounter Cove staff and also for all of us too. Um, and so that's just going to be a very, very strict policy that's going on during Sukkot this year, just because of the numbers and everything else, just to ensure that everybody that's supposed to be there is accounted for.
Yeah. This is going to be the timetable for Sukkot. Now, don't worry. This will be in the welcome pack. Okay. So don't freak out. If you're not able to write all this down, this will be a whole page in your welcome pack. But just so you're aware, this is essentially what we're looking at regarding Sukkot. And so, yeah, Friday will be, arrival and checking in. We've got an ancient Hebrew wedding kickstarting the whole thing. There's only going to be 3 teachings. Fancy that. It's not about the teachers. There will be 3 teachings and then a last grade day service, if you wish. But we're doing it this way so that people have time to fellowship. The fellowship is so important, also just because of the activities and so forth. In the middle of the week, there will be mikvahs or baptisms. There will be events for the kids. I know that the young adults team are going to be doing a couple of things with the young adults. So there's going to be a lot to do. And actually, it's mainly centered around fellowship. So just we thought we'd put this up there so that you could get a sneak peek, into what Sukkot will be like. What I will say is that it's awesome. Like, and I'm not just saying that because we're biased. Like every Sukkot has just been incredible. The fellowship, the connections made, and I'm actually really looking forward to this one again because there's some people I want to see face to face and give a big hug. But yes, this timetable will be printed in your welcome pack.
Just on this, Michael, we will be having a 10 tribes BPA quiz night. I'll have to tweak this slide there. It's got 12 tribes. So it's the scattered tribes quiz night. This is a lot of fun. And everybody at Sukkot this year will be a part of one of the 10 scattered tribes, and we'll be having a fun evening there. So make sure you book that out because that's something that I know some people missed last year and they really regretted missing that one. So we have a lot of fun that night. And then everybody there in the camp will be divided into or put into a tribe, and there's just a neat interaction that goes on as we go through it. And then eventually one tribe will come out the victor. And we'll see who that is this year. The other thing too is the mikvahs. We will, at the start of it, we'll set a time in place before the mikvahs are on the Wednesday, but we'll set a time in place, probably on the Monday or the Tuesday, most likely, for people to come and meet with Michael and I. The mikvah each year are a really special time, and if you're led with you and your family, or it's just something that you wish to recommit, given on your stage of the journey and things like that, we will post that up, and then we will get together and meet before that. But there's a really beautiful area there for mikvahs, right on site and things like that. So if that is where you're led, we will give you a heads up and set that pre-meeting time for that, actually at Sukkot itself. So we don't know what that's going to be, but generally it's the day before. But mark that Wednesday, and if the Ruach's leading you for that, then yeah, we've got a great place, and it's always a very special time during Sukkot. And of course, like Michael said, we've got 2 ancient Hebrew weddings this year, one to start, one to finish after the weekly Sabbath. So that's very exciting. I couldn't think of hey, Michael, I don't know how you were commanded for these high Sabbaths to have a set apart gathering and to bring food and things like that. And I don't know if we could, given the wedding feast, I'm not sure how much more of a set apart gathering excuse we could have than an ancient Hebrew wedding. So we're excited about that.
Yeah, and just a final thing, I don't know if people have noticed, but the teachings are at 2 p.m. The reason we do that is because of parents with children that need to go to bed. Previous Sukkots, we've had the teachings in the evening and it didn't work. So we heard, we listened, and now being a parent myself, I totally get it. I now understand. um, all right. Yeah, we look forward to seeing you there. Like, we're really excited. It really is getting really close now. Like, oh man, so excited.
Who's coming? Hands up on the screen. Look at that. Are you excited? Isn't it neat? Yeah, we're very excited to see everyone. That's fantastic.
All right. Thank you to everyone